Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs along Louis' route. We're in the middle of Ravia here. Louis trying to get us to run away with him again. Let's finish this up. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
There isn't anything to it. But if I'm forced to say, I suppose I choose not to be part of Hubert's scenario. I would like to know its ending, and that's how I think.
We haven't talked about this in a long time, but he didn't hesitate to tell me the whole truth. But we have no other way to save the land. Even if Hubert is thinking something backhanded, I can't reject my duty.
Do you agree to be his puppet if it's to save the land?
Don't say it like that. Well, if we feel it's the only choice at the moment.
I guess that line of yours is already included in Hubert's script, too. Let me tell you this clearly. Princess, you have a personality that's easily brainwashed. Too pure, too understanding, with a high sense of responsibility. You are the perfect puppet.
Thanks, you couldn't sugarcoat that just a little? Well, that's an awful thing to say. I have my own will. Hubert may advise me, but in the end, the final decision is mine.
Well then, why don't we test it?
Test?
Yes, I'll prove to you how easily you can be brainwashed and carried away.
How are you going to prove that? He won't tell me unless I accept.
If you don't feel confident, you don't have to.
I shouldn't be Louis' puppet either, but I'm curious what I should do. I have to fail the input command, so I'm not touching any buttons. It's hard not to do it. No buttons. And that makes Louis happy.
Since you didn't reject, can I take that as a yes?
I suppose. I also have my pride, and if what you just said is the truth, that could be my weakness. So, I want to make sure of myself.
You don't like losing, but Princess's bravery is worthy of respect. Well, it's exciting to see how this will turn out, isn't it?
It is. What are you going to do to us, Louis? I win. And we're building that love up. So, what do we do now for the test?
Well, let's see.
He softly closes his eyes with a thoughtful look, then faintly smiles.
Present your hand first.
I slightly tilt my neck in confusion, then stretch out my hand. Then...
Be quiet.
I'm perplexed by the sudden act, but I fearfully accept his hand. The art in this game is so beautiful that just the picture of their hands is gorgeous.
When someone touches you like this, how do you feel?
How? I slowly look at him while still being cautious. Louis has a bitter smile on his face.
This isn't a test for you to pass, so please tell me exactly how you feel.
His gentle voice allows me to say what I'm feeling now. I feel warmth.
Yes, when people come into contact with one another, the first thing they transmit is heat. But, did you know the reason that heat flows between us is because we're both Hanabito? Suppose you go to the land now and touch another Tanabito's hand just like this. You wouldn't feel warmth, but cold, like an empty teacup.
Have you experienced that?
Yes, when I met Oronami for the first time, we shook hands. I told him, your hand is as cold as a dead person's, and then he replied, so is yours.
Really? It's something that never crossed my mind to think. His hand that I'm feeling now is certainly warm.
I heard that the goddess created Hanabito after the image of Tanabito, but the composition of the two are completely different. Even this moment, we're all searching for something in each other, through our skin. And you would feel relieved for some reason. It's because you're unconsciously sensing that the other person is the same as you.
That sounds true. If what you say is the truth, then if I felt cold through someone's hand, I would have felt worry or sadness, and not relief.
Well, that means you at least feel safe now.
I'm rather nervous. I really didn't mean anything by that, but Louis looks down at me with a confident look.
If so, then it's my honor.
Huh? I'm confused by his unexpected words. What? He's just still holding your hand. He slightly rubs my hand with the tips of his fingers, and I feel suffocated. I feel a chill run down my spine. That's enough. Let go of me. It feels like somebody is warning me not to take a single step further. I quickly try to shake off his hand.
No, not yet. You can't quit now. You decided to make sure of that yourself, didn't you?
His glossy jade green-colored eyes pierce through my heart like an arrow, paralyzing me. Is this a test? What is the meaning of this? Keeping my voice from shaking is all I can do. My heart beats louder, and a bad feeling creeps over me. Whether he notices my feelings or not, he confidently begins to talk.
You can't tell what the purpose of this is. That is your weakness.
What do you mean? Louis does not answer my question, just stares at me. I know that I shouldn't look into his eyes, but I can't look away for some reason. Because they're so beautiful. Look at that color. His long, wiry fingers are still interlocked with my own. No, I shouldn't get carried away. I know that. But we're so close that I can even see the slight flutter of his eyelashes. And with the warmth that I feel through his fingers, I feel so uneasy that my mind freezes. Let go of me. I try to say it clearly, but my voice was so small that it almost fades away.
Huh.
He smiles as if enjoying seeing my reaction, and that's all he did, but... Please. My voice has a pleading tone that I had not intended. A few moments later...
Violet.
He calls my name in such a tender voice that my heart begins to beat even faster. I should not look Louis in the eye. He will entrap me. I know it, but I can't look away from him.
Your hands are shaking. Are you scared?
I can neither agree nor disagree. I'm not really scared, but I don't feel safe either.
If you are, it's quite natural. Anyone would be afraid if someone were trying to look into their innermost thoughts. And what's more, if it's something you're not aware of, then you would feel even more so.
What? I'm so confused, and I don't really understand what he means. I just try to get him off me. Apparently it's not working. Everything happens so suddenly. Under the gentle light, a perfectly featured face covers my sight. Oh, this picture is so pretty. I feel the sensation of heat through my lips. And it looks so passionate. I'm not really sure what just happened. Well, I'm not a small child who can't tell what this is. I just can't believe it. Time passes, and after a few moments he gently separates his lips from mine.
He raised you to be his perfect innocent puppet. A beautiful and high-stationed puppet who doesn't know how to doubt and sacrifices herself for others. Even though you have your own mind, in the end, you still choose to answer exactly as he wishes, without knowing that all this was planned for you.
His sweet whispers reach into my head, which isn't fully functioning.
Didn't he tell you? Even if it wasn't him, somebody else must have told you. Don't come close to me. But you didn't follow that advice. Why? You already know the answer.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what he means. Well, I actually do know very well. What I don't know is what we're thinking still standing here like this. Then he relaxes his lips and gives me a smile so elegant that I can't stop staring at it.
Then, let me be the one to tell you. And I always will.
This kiss is clearly different from the first one. It forcefully rips away the veil surrounding my heart. And it continues. Every time his lips part from mine, he presses them back again, then again and again. Louis. Each kiss makes breathing more difficult and whips my thoughts into a storm. The mild heat being transferred through our lips slowly encroaches on my mind, which is wounded by sharp words, as if to poison me. That's why I can't move nor reject. Really? Suddenly, a question rises in my non-functioning head.
Come here, Violet. I will take your hand and lead you in another direction.
No. I barely raise my rejection.
You do know, right? You can't go back to being a puppet. Since the moment you began to doubt him, he who is an absolute authority.
That's not...
Yes, it is. Because you're not even trying to run away from me, even now. You're hoping to see change.
No.
Yes.
Something that I was hiding from. He easily finds it and delves right in. He has totally succeeded in seducing Violet clearly at this point. But man, it was such a beautiful seduction. And I really cannot wait for more. That's the end of the translation for today, and unfortunately, I only have one more translation left at the moment, and Momoko's been having some difficulties, so I don't know, there might be a bit of a pause in this until she gets her internet fixed again and all. But we'll see how things go. Whatever the case, whenever that next episode comes out, I hope to see you there, or maybe in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.